So as I was walking up here to speak about our very own Chris Harwood, I was already feeling a little insecure about how my hair is and what I'm wearing. We as a team have had to endure that feeling every day for the last 4 years. If not already visible, this man over here has perfect hair. He could be on court battling it out with Nick Barton, waking up after a long night out, or getting ready for an event like this. He will always have perfect hair. How does he do this? Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. He runs back to the locker room right after practice, takes the fastest shower known to man, puts on his clothes, and walks straight to where the mirrors are. He knows he's going to be in there for a while. It often happens that I walk into the shower with him admiring himself in front of the mirror, carefully straightening each strand of hair out. And I kid you not, he's still doing that even after I've gotten ready. I'm surprised he doesn't get a few snacks to keep him company there. Now to the actual secret. He has 2 types of mousse, which he carefully uses in his hair. For those of you who don't know what mousse is, I certainly didn't know what mousse was before I met Harwood. Hair mousse is a hairstyling product added to hair for extra volume and shine. Now this is what Harwood does. After carefully applying the right amount of water, he will apply the first mousse to get the sheen and texture, and the second to get the right hold. Did I get the order right, Harwood? He has very ably carried the baton of a perfectly crafted hair and matching model-like clothes from our very own Dylan Ward, our captain my sophomore year, who was more late than ever on time, and you know why? Yes, it was the mousse and the hair. Harwood's fashion sense is on point. There have been often times when I have to get ready for something important, and I'm a little confused about what to wear on a certain day. I literally just close my eyes and think, what would Harwood wear? He is so impeccably well dressed that everything from his backpack to his boxers, from his water bottle to his watch band, from the couches in his room to the carpet on the floor, they all match in the right amounts. This, of course, did not get unnoticed by the university when his freshman year dorm pictures were released as examples of how a Princeton student lives. And then, on the other hand, we have Michael East's dorm. Let me tell you, it is not the cleanest. His good looks, of course, did not get unnoticed by the girls on the women's team, particularly one. I'm not sure if Harwood was the happiest sophomore when Ben got recruited to our team. But no, jokes apart, Chris had a legitimate thing going on with a member of the women's team. And as an international student from a semi-conservative background, those were some pretty exciting freshman year parties. Of course, as we moved into sophomore year, more people wanted a piece of the man with a perfectly chiseled jawbone and J.Crew outfit. And we were lucky enough to get introduced to his girlfriend at a squash party, not once, not twice, but multiple times. Every few minutes, Harwood would walk up to one of us and say, "Have you met Christine? She's my girlfriend." And this went on and on for the entire night. Clearly, he's learned from his mistakes, because most of us haven't really been introduced to his current girlfriend, Elizabeth. I must be honest here, it is not only the ladies who have fallen for Harwood, but some of us men have also fallen for this beauty. The first time we went to Fritz's house for dinner, the moment Harwood walked into that room, I knew they had a moment. They looked into each other's eyes, and the rest is all history. Since then, every time we went to Fritz's house, Harwood and him would have extremely long conversations about things in general. And all of us would just sit there and listen. But this doesn't really surprise me. He is a very well-spoken guy, and always makes you feel good after talking to him. This entire package of good looks, charm, and humble demeanor clearly won Doyle's heart. He officially stated that he found Harwood as the most beautiful guy on the team. Sorry part, he's graduating this year. And every time I think about Chris graduating this year, I know I'll miss him. Not for his looks or the way he dresses. Some of us finally have a shot now. But for the way he's carried himself over the last 4 years. He is one of the most hardworking guys I have ever met in my life, probably sharing first place with his best friend and partner in crime, Nick Barton. To join the team as a walk-on and continue to persevere the way he has, always knowing in the back of his head that he might never play a varsity match in his life, requires real dedication to the sport and the team. I must say I was extremely happy when I heard that he was going to be the captain of my team my junior year, because I always looked up to him as someone with impeccable moral standards, an honest devotion to what Princeton Squash stands for, and a real love for his teammates. Mr. and Mrs. Harwood, I must tell you that if I were to write a speech without all the parents listening on it, this would be the exact same speech. Chris, I will miss cursing you every time you led the bike sessions. I will miss seeing you take Snapchats of everything you're doing. But the most important reason for why I will miss you is I will now have to go online to see what's trending in men's fashion. On a slightly related note, I just very recently found out why Harwood loves away matches. It's because the hotels have hair dryers. But jokes apart, Harwood has been a very good friend and teammate, and I will always remember that he wore his boxers over his trousers for 24 hours of the school day to help me get into an eating club. Of course, they were matching. I love you, man, and I wish you all the best for the future. You will make a very good-looking doctor one day.